What up, it's your boy Young and BC on this West Coast Spotlight, you know? Holla at your boy.
What's going on? It's your boy, Austin Fly Flossin. We had another episode of West Coast Spotlight. Yes, sir. We at it again. West Coast Spotlight here with BC. You know, what's going on, BC? How you doing?
Oh, good, man. Just trying to make it happen. That's it.
That's right, man. So why don't you tell West Coast Spotlight and all the West Coast listeners out there, who is BC?
I'll tell you who BC is. Bryan Clark. That's me. BC, I grew up over here in California, Los Angeles. Grew up here all my life. Been rapping ever since I was like 10 years old. And I got serious about this for like a year now, and I've been like really be on my grind, just been hitting every store up, hitting all these shows up, and just really been doing my thing, just really trying to get out there, just doing as much as I can.
That's right, Bryan Clark, BC. You know, West Coast Spotlight, man. So you was born and raised in Cali.
Yeah.
You know, started hitting up the clubs and messing with a lot of promoters and stuff out here. You know, getting your grind on.
Yeah.
You know, just really keeping your ear to the streets. You know, that's what it's about, you know. Take heed, listen. So, who were some of your major influences so far as artists? They might not necessarily been from the West Coast or, you know, but who were your early
I say early, it is from the West Coast, because that's what I grew up on. You know, that's when the West was dominated. So
that's right.
I grew up on Tupac, Snoop, Ice Cube. I grew up, them the main three people, my favorite artists that I always grew up on. But I always liked the other people like Rakim, Jay-Z, Biggie. I mean, people out here like Eminem, T.I., like Ludacris. So like everybody got their own different styles. So I like people for what they good at. Like for they like style. Like Tupac, he was good at the storytelling. Like he had them deep songs you can relate to. You know, Ludacris, he that type of giving them like punchlines. So that's what I'm saying. Like it depends what type of style you got that I like. So I like all kinds of different styles, and they all influence me on my music.
So who would you say was your biggest influence that was really just like after you heard them you just knew you had to do music, like you just knew?
Dang, it's kind of, I can't even say one. I say only the three. It's Tupac, Snoop, and Cube. Like that's only like, it's not really, I can't really choose one, because like I always was digging Cube, and I was always digging Pac, and I was always digging Snoop, and they all came out, and it's like I've been on all three, and that's just they inspired me to do this, like, and other people, but they were the main three inspired me.
So because, not to cut you off, but like when you heard them back then, like was it this, did you think like, oh, I just wanted to rap, or did you think like, man, I want to be like them?
It's like maybe we want to rap, but it's not necessary to be like them, but just they, like I said, Pac, like he was himself, and that just inspired me. So all you gotta do is just be yourself on these records, just speak real talk on these records. Like he inspired me to do that.
Yeah. So BC, so now that we speaking about West Coast artists and who influenced you, you know, back then when Pac, you know, and Snoop and all, you know, when it was the Death Row days, like it was, West Coast was really at the top of the top, you feel me? Like, what do you think about the West Coast, you know, movement right now, and what do you feel, you know, we could do better? Because we don't want to downplay, I mean not downplay, but we don't want to like put down the West Coast or what we can't do and what we not doing. We gonna put it like this, you know, what could we be doing in a good way? Because we just, West Coast Spotlight, this is what we here for, you know what I'm saying? We here to make sure that we put the West Coast in some togetherness type of thing, you feel me, if that makes sense. So
The West Coast is they're doing their stuff right now, because a lot of people's getting out there from the West Coast. Like they actually looking at the West Coast artists. I mean, back then, like even after the Pac and Biggie situation, they didn't really mess with the West Coast artists after that, and a lot of people didn't get to shine. There's a lot of talent, like a lot of talent out here on the West Coast. A lot of people that's still unsigned, that's talent out here. So I mean, I think right now the West Coast, they doing it like we're slowly getting back up there. Like I said, because they signing everybody that they can right now, and everybody's getting out. I mean, shit, like I said, the West Coast, I mean, everybody, I mean, we slowly getting back there, like the New West. A lot of people is coming up, so I think we're getting up there.
So what do you see the West Coast so far as musically within the next, say, 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years? I see us back on the map. I see a lot of people taking notice of the West Coast again. I see that.
Yeah, so, you know, BC, you know, basically West Coast Spotlight, you know, we here trying to definitely get the little scoop on some of the latest things that you got going on. So why don't you tell, you know, West Coast Spotlight, what are some of the things that you got going on, you know?
Well, right now, like I said, I'm finishing up my album. I have my mixtape out right now. SUD Volume 1 mixtape. You can buy it on MySpace, Bizmo.com. And I'm slowly, like I said, I'm getting my album out there. I got everybody right now for the mixtape. Listen to that right now. And I'm finishing up the album this week. It's called Just Getting Started. You're going to see that on iTunes. I got the single Get Money on iTunes right now. So you can get that. Go to iTunes, type in Young BC. You'll see that Get Money. Get that for your iTunes. But like I said, I'm focusing on my album right now. Just finish it up. And I'm about to hop back on my shows again. Start opening up for artists. And just get my stuff out there. Like I said, get my music out there.
So why don't you tell the listeners out there, you know, so far as expectations, what could they expect to hear from you music-wise, like your style? You know, you said you got a mixtape. Kind of elaborate a little bit on that.
Okay, well, I got a little something for everybody on there. Like I said, I hit everybody on there. I got the deep music that people relate to, speak about my life, where I come from. And I got the mother music, I got the little party music for everybody. I got the little swag music for everybody. Got something for the ladies out there. Got something for everybody, something that straight West Coast music. That's where I can do it. I got a little something for everybody. Like, I don't know, like I don't speak about a lot of stuff some people don't speak about like nowadays. So, I mean, that's the type of stuff. When you listen to the album, you see where I'm coming from. Like I said, I relate to everybody.
So you got the mixtape. What's the mixtape called?
SUD Volume 1, Stacking Up Daily.
Stacking Up Daily mixtape. That's out now.
Yep.
Now you got an album coming out.
Yep.
What's the name of the album and when can
Just Getting Started. And they can see that on August 31st.
So Just Getting Started, and it's dropping August 31st.
Yep.
So that's Tuesday.
Yep.
Okay. So where can they find the album?
On iTunes. You can get it on iTunes.
Okay. That's what's up. Better look out for that album coming out August 31st. Got it on me. BC, you was telling us, you know, some of your major influences. You know, you got an album, you got a mixtape dropping. You know what I mean? What are some of your aspirations? What are you looking to do in the music game? And what are some of your accomplishments that you are trying to do?
Just basically so everybody can hear me, you know, just understand where I'm coming from. That's it. Just to get the word out there. You know, I'm not really trying to be out there like real big. I'm just trying to get my word across.
You got the album, the mixtape that's dropping, that's already out.
Yeah.
So you said you spoke earlier about you wanted to do like a label. You know, tell us a little bit more about what you're trying to do with the label.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to start that up right now, Stacking Up Daily Records. You know, me that that's talented, just me. And I said when I get out there, I'm bringing them with me. So get them started my record. I got my group SUD Stacking Up Daily with Status West, my boy Jigs, and we're trying to get it out there. So look out for that SUD mixtape album too coming out.
You know, tell all the West Coast Spotlight listeners, you know, it's basically BC.
Just tell them, like,
So we about to close out this week's edition of West Coast Spotlight. We're here in LA with BC. Now, BC, is there anything that you want to say to West Coast Spotlight? You know, the West Coast.
Oh man, I just want to say, man, look out for that Just Getting Started, dropping on iTunes August 31st. Get that SUD mixtape if you don't got it, Stacking Up Daily Volume 1. And let's get it in, West Coast. Let's get it in.
So now what we also want to do is we want to give the fans, you know, the listeners out there, promoters or whoever who want to get in contact with BC a chance to, you know, holler at you. So let them know all your social networks and where they can find you.
Okay, well, shit, you can watch me on YouTube, BC SUD1. Just type BC SUD1 Nutty on my videos. You can check my email, bc.nutty@yahoo.com. You can go to MySpace /Stacking Up, and you can check your boy on Facebook, Bryan Clark. You can catch me on my website, youngbc.ning.com. What else? You catch me on WeMix, Ludacris website for all artists. It's for all independent artists too. Want to get your music out there? You go to just put your BCSUD1 and you can type WeMix. And you go to WeMix and you can check me out. And you can check my music on there, all my new music. What else? You can check me out. That's pretty much it.
So what's the best way to contact you? Like if somebody wanted to contact you directly, what would be the best way to hit you up?
Oh, just hit me through my email, bc.nutty@yahoo.com, and I'll holler back at you.
Yeah. Once again, West Coast Spotlight of the Week, Young BC. It's your boy, Oscar Fly Flossin, L Wrench, learning and turning, you know the rest. Holla.